What's going on, guys? Just came in a little while ago. We went and did the workout today with Bayonne Fit Club. Normally we do it on Sundays. Today was, due to the weather tomorrow, it's supposed to rain again. But I came home and I was putting up some videos, and I happened to take a look at a lot of my older videos. Some of my first ones from, I remember, I think it was the 25th of April. I put it up. I look at that person and I realize that he was full of a lot of anger. And, like I said before, doing this whole workout and doing this, what I'm doing, it's not just about, just going to the park and run up and down a few stairs, going on the track and doing 8 laps in 30 minutes. It's not, it's so much more than that, because again, it's like I've come to actually realize that it really is about changing your lifestyle. And I've changed my lifestyle to the point to where it aggravates people sometimes, because I was one that went and was all about being fat and going to buffet every other day, because that's what I enjoyed doing. And I now I look back and I see the decisions that I was making, and I realized they weren't always the right ones. Don't get me wrong, I love going to China Buffet. I mean, I still go to China Buffet maybe once a month though. I don't do it 3 times in a weekend. But don't get me wrong, I still love it. I also watched those videos and realized, I was full of a lot of anger. I was just angry, and I had every right to be, because I wasn't angry at anybody else but myself. For the most part, I realized that if I'm going to be angry at anybody, it had to be me, because I'm the one who put myself in the position I was in. Nobody else held my hand and said, hey, come on, let's go be fat together. Nobody did that. I did it to myself. I'm the one who decided that going out and binging was going to be fun. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I realized how wrong I was. And because I was so angry, and because I projected my anger on everybody, and I realized that I was completely wrong for that. And anyway, I'm rambling, and the point is, I looked at it and I saw the person I was, and I realized the only way that I wasn't going to be that person anymore was to take charge and do the changes. I had to face the person I didn't want to be anymore, and kind of shove the fact of I want to be a different person down my own throat, and maybe face my own fears and face my own demons, so to speak. I thoroughly understand now that I was in a bad place. It took a lot to get out of there, and I'm out of it now. And just facing it, even facing this camera. There's nobody here, but just facing this camera right now, it's emotional, because I feel like I've come a long way, and I've done so much to change, and I'm just going to keep on changing. Again, going back to the other video, I was always talking about different ways, of finding healthy options. You go to a restaurant, and there's food in the restaurant. It's so delicious. Don't get me wrong. I love food. I love delicious food. I'm Italian. I was raised to eat, and I love different foods. And I finally found a healthy option, and I just want to give these guys a little plug, because this place is fantastic. Andrew's Cafe. I'll zoom in on that. Maybe you guys can focus. It's not focusing. But anyway, Andrew's Cafe, this place is fantastic. It's at 737 Broadway, Bayonne, New Jersey. All organic health food. This place is fantastic. If you can go in there, like again, it's right on 737 Broadway. It's right on 34th Street. The place is amazing. Also, since I started this, I came up with my own I got my own little business card going there. Let's get there. And yes, there is a typo on it. Of course, because it's mine. You know, spell check and caps lock are my two biggest enemies. Deal with it and just get to the point. You know, I can't spell, and I like to shout all the time. But the point is, the things I'm saying mean a lot. And you know, get past the grammar and just think about it. If anybody, if you feel like you're not ready, because again, at the end of the day, I help people and I talk to people and I get people out there. But ultimately, you need to be ready to do this. You can't just say, well, I decided I'm going to change my life today. It doesn't happen that way. And nobody can make you want to do it. I've come to that realization. Nobody can force it down your throat and say, come on, do this. You know, it takes a lot. You need to get to that point where you're done. Just done with the person you are and you want to change. When you're finally ready to do that, let me know, and I'm more than willing to help you. You know, again, you're not going to get there until you're ready to get there. But when you finally do make the choice, you're not alone. So together, let's get there.